If you're shopping for a home in Chino under $800,000, most people assume the cheapest home is automatically the smartest deal. But after filming 3 different neighborhoods out here, I found out that that's not how this actually works, because the monthly costs can flip the whole story. Right now I'm at the town center at the Preserve, the walkable retail and dining hub built into the heart of the Preserve master plan community. And I'm hiding right now here because it's super windy. This is the Main Street core with everyday shopping, food spots, and community gathering space, the kind of lifestyle feature people don't expect at this price point. And in today's video, the first home we're going to be looking at is inside the Preserve community. Then we'll compare it to 2 other Chino neighborhoods that feel completely different. I'm saving the full breakdown for the end because I'm going to reveal price, HOA totals, and estimated property taxes for all 3, and you're going to see why the cheapest home isn't necessarily the best deal once the real monthly numbers show up. All right, so here we go. So we're right here at the front, and let me show you the entrance here. So there's 2 entrances here off of Pine Street. This is Pine and Main, and then you have another entrance over there. So what I'll do is I'll walk you guys through. I'll choose this way. So here is a restaurant that my family and I like to frequent. It's called Kenwood's Kitchen and Tap. Pretty good place. They have a lot of 80s, 90s rock music in the background. Food's really good, you know, pork, chicken, sandwiches and stuff like that. So really cool restaurant. You can hang out here and the outside, or the inside where they have a lot of TVs. And here, so you can see, it's, like I said, it's still rather new. I'm not sure what they're building here or what business is going to be here. So you're going to see a lot of offices like this that are still for lease. And up here you'll have the Wingstop, Panda Express, Jersey Mike's. Here's Kenwood's again. You have a Poke Bowl area. If you can see far ahead over there, let's see if I can zoom in over there. I'm gonna lower the camera here. Too fast. So you got Panera. There's a Starbucks somewhere in that corner. A dentistry. Oh yeah, I see the Starbucks over here. Excuse me. Dentists. You got Stater Brothers. I'm gonna pan out over here again. And Sports Clips, the barbershop. And up here is, yeah, I see there's a salon up there, but I do know also that there's a lot of little empty spaces there for businesses. So if you're moving into the area, like right here, right next door, or actually that one, they have something coming soon right now. Let's see what's coming in. So Angry Chicks, looks like a chicken place, sandwich type of restaurant. So this is taken already, but up here I know there's other spots that are still ready to be leased. So if you're moving from out of town, Los Angeles, Orange County, and you want a little startup office, you can go in here and check it out. It's a great location. What makes it great is because here at the Preserve in Chino, they're still building a lot of homes, a lot of communities. So we have, you know, homes, single-family residences, condos, townhomes. So I think all this is great for the future. You have that building right here that's also for lease, a Taekwondo location here, and right here next to this UPS right here, right next to this town square, you had other locations here where you can get your own condo, and some of them are built over like office spaces. So you have this one over here. I'll go around to show you guys. So you see the garage in the back. It looks like a tri-level building. Let me go this way. Over here. So these are all locations where you can build a business. You can live up there. So they have it here on both sides. Let me walk to show you guys. So this one looks like it's going to be a real estate office. Main Street Realty. On this one's retail for lease. This one's called Code Ninjas, probably something having to do with computer work. What's this over here? Introduce yourself. I'm not sure what this is. And this location here, cleaners and Uptown Candy Shop. So you have all these locations. All these right here are still waiting to be leased. But you see where people can live at the top too. Also in this location, if you do have an electric vehicle, such as a Tesla, there's a whole Tesla charging station right next to this town square. So if you're in a rush, you need to get your Tesla charged, you know, wait 20-30 minutes. You can stop by here at the Starbucks or any of the places here, have some lunch, have some coffee, and you'll see that the charging station is over here. Let me zoom into that. And yeah, there. So just steps away from the actual town square here. So yeah, pretty cool location, all brand new. Across the way this way and to the right of here is where the preserve in Chino's at. So that's a huge community. They're still building there. You have communities like Legacy that is still building there, and I'll pop up the video here in the corner. Video that I did a few months back about the Legacy community at the preserve. So anyways, I wanted to share with you guys what this looked like. And again, steps away from over there and just a few minutes of a drive if, you know, you're at the preserve or actually anywhere in Chino. All right, what I'll do next is we're gonna go visit that first home that I have planned here that's located at the preserve. And what I want to show you guys is 3 different properties that are at 800 and below. Some of them are a couple of them are newer than one of them, and just kind of want to show you guys location when you guys do move in the area, what you get. Okay, so along from this town square, you know, we have Prado Park. There's a Chino Airport on that side, right up at Euclid. A lot of parks. So things you can do. What we love about Chino here is that we're centralized. You know, if you want the mountains, you drive an hour and a half to hit, you know, Big Bear. If you want the beach, it's another hour and a half to hit, like, you know, Newport Beach. So we're pretty much centralized. And here, you would go make a left here, hit Euclid. Euclid will take you all to the 71 freeway. 71 freeway takes you either to, you know, Orange County or down the Riverside. All right, so let's go check out that home here that's at the preserve. All right, I'm here at the preserve. I wanted to take a stroll here around the neighborhood, show you guys what the neighborhood looks like before we actually go see the property. This is the only property where we'll be able to enter because it's vacant. I have access to it. The other ones I'll present to you from the front, and maybe on the different screens show you some pictures of the property. So let's turn this camera around and show you the neighborhood. Alright, so guys, so here we have the swimming pool area. This is just steps away from the actual house we're gonna go see. So they have some basketball courts here, a swimming pool area here. Here at the preserve, there's so many clubhouses, so many things to do. Again, I'm gonna put a link up here for a video I did for the Legacy, where I kind of show you more about the preserve, the amenities, the HOAs, and all that stuff. But this is the way the street looks. Here's the neighborhood. So these homes, most of these homes that they're building nowadays, and these were built back in 2022, so not that long ago. These were built on condo plots. Okay, so it's like a condo map, because these were going to be under, I believe it's 5,000 square feet. Is when you look at a condo map, you can't build anything bigger than that. So what they started doing is building single-family residences like this, townhomes, and even condos. And for the single-family residents, they're all in. You have one driveway that leads to your garage. So as you can see here, they go to the garage for each section. But they are single-family residents. Okay, don't confuse them with condos, even though they're on the condo plot. But we're gonna walk over here. What I like about this too is the parking. You know, the wide streets. I've been to neighborhoods like in Harupa Valley or South Montana, where the streets are so tight, a lot of cars in the neighborhood. Here, you know, you'll probably be allowed to park in your garage, your 2 cars, and probably may need a permit to park out here if you have more than 2 vehicles. But the home we're gonna see is this one here, and I'll give you some details really quick. So this one is 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's 2148 square feet, and 2-car garage, built in 2022. This one has been on the market for 28 days, which is still kind of normal right now for Chino. I believe homes are staying on the market for probably about 38 days before they're sold. So check out the front of this property. I'm actually going to walk across the street so you guys can see it. But a lot of walking paths here. I live in a neighborhood that's similar to this, where, you know, I take several walks throughout the day. So you have your sidewalk here, and this is the property here. All right, let's take a look. And as you can see here, this is where you would pull in. All your neighbors pull in. They got their driveways, their garage, and their properties here. This one has a nice little porch in the front. Kind of hang out, drink some coffee, set up a table here. Let's get this guy open here. All right. Close this door, and as you come in, walk in right into the family room area. You got your kitchen, big island. These are all quartz countertops. Let me put this here. A lot of cabinet space. You have your small patio here. Remember, these aren't big lots. So if you're looking for low maintenance, this is it here. But you have enough spot here for, you know, to put your, if you want to grow some vegetables or herbs. Vinyl fencing between the neighbors. The kitchen set up here. Got the island, and this is nice and open here for entertainment. So if you're having people over, say for the Super Bowl over here, you know, everyone kind of gathers in the kitchen family room area. A lot of natural lighting. You got a lot of recessed lighting, even though those are turned off right now. Oh, this is going to be your garage. So you got turn this on. You have epoxy flooring. Got these water heaters that are connected over to the solar. Ooh, someone left the door open here. Let's close that. Water softener on this one. Let's go back inside. Your pantry. All right, let's see the rest of the home. So you got your bathroom here with a shower. And a bedroom downstairs. That's a big plus. You know, a lot of people are looking for bedroom downstairs because they want their college kid to have some kind of privacy below, or even if you have an in-law that's staying with you that doesn't want to do the stairs. So that's a big plus. Come up here, we're gonna go right into the bonus room / loft area. Recessed lighting already installed. You have a bunch of natural light coming through. So it's a good spot here for kids to kind of lounge in. Here's gonna be your laundry room area. Again, big area, you don't feel claustrophobic, natural lighting. Got your digital thermostats. Here's gonna be your other bathroom. You got a full bath here. Bedroom number 2. Pretty good size on this one. Got your mirror closets. What I like about it too is the high ceilings. Makes it feel a lot bigger. I would say these rooms are probably like 10 by 11 maybe. The smallest one I noticed was probably the one downstairs. Got your linen closet. And then finally you got your primary room. You come in, you have your walk-in closet, like what they did here. Very well organized. And here's the rest of the bedroom. Another closet spot here. Gonna assume that goes to the wife. This one here to the husband. You always get the small ones. Shower. You got your double sinks, toilet area, and some more space here too. Either a closet or living spot. So that's it for this property here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and maybe guess on the price before I reveal it at the end. All right, so let's head on to the next one. All right, so we made it to the next neighborhood here. This is called College Park. So it's another fantastic community. Most homes here were built in the early 2000s. The one we're gonna see today is a 2007 build. But I wanted to show you guys also what these communities look like. A lot of walking trails. Let me turn the camera around here. There you go. So here we're looking at Constellation Park. We're in the corner of Fern over here and Eucalyptus. So you'll see some gated communities there. But yeah, these are all great trails to come and walk. In fact, I used to always walk this trail here from Fern all the way down to Chino Avenue with my beloved bull terrier who passed away back in late 2024. But these are the trails we used to do almost every day, especially around COVID. You know, we were out here doing 5 miles 6 days a week. So she was a great dog. But anyways, for you guys, if you guys move in here, the same thing. You know, this is gonna lead down deeper into College Park. It's gonna take you over to the community center over there. There's also an extension of Chaffey College, and what I'll do is I'll pass by there too once we kind of finish looking at the neighborhood here, and show you the parks out there as well. So again, Constellation Park. So you can see the name. There you go. And the property is down this street, so we're gonna walk down. Actually, we'll walk down this trail. But again, I wanted to give you guys a feel of how quiet these neighborhoods are, how well maintained because of the HOAs they are. You know, I know people complain a lot about the HOAs, but they have their pros and cons. Um, Pros is that they keep the streets, the neighborhood looking nice, well maintained. They'll maintain like areas like at the front here, and prevent houses from changing the exterior. All these homes have a similar kind of earth tone style of color, and you go to other neighborhoods where you don't have the HOAs or the CC&Rs, which allows people to just paint their houses a whole different color, and it kind of changes the feeling, the way the neighborhood feels. So imagine you have all these homes, and then you have a neighbor that paints it, purple or something, or pink, something that doesn't match with the neighborhood. It's kind of an eyesore. But here, white streets, a lot of space here for parking as well. And regarding the HOAs, again, the pros, the cons. The cons are, is that you have to ask permission for a lot of things. It's especially for the exterior, and especially for the front. If you want to do things for the back, sometimes you can do it without the HOA, but I always tell people, when in doubt, ask. You don't want to start building things and then, have the HOA take it down, have you take it down, or fine you. So this is the community we're entering here. It's a Woodbury within College Park. Here typically they would put announcements here of what's happening in the community. It's the bulletin. And just to let you guys know, this is Monday morning. It's about almost 10 a.m. But it's always this quiet. Much ruckus from neighbors. I mean, you'll have the kids, riding bicycles and kind of hanging out, but no really bad disturbances. But look at the way the streets are maintained. Real nice. I like showing this to people that come from LA because, Los Angeles, the neighborhoods are so busy. Some neighborhoods are run down, and a lot of you guys out there right now are sitting on gold mines. If you decided you wanted to sell that property, you could put a big chunk of those proceeds into something like this. Probably have a lesser payment, or for some of you, even pay off the home. That's why we get a lot of people from Orange County and LA here. Because the cost, what you get for the price, and then the centralized location and close to freeways. So the home that's for sale is this one here. Let me zoom in a little. This property here. Hopefully the sun doesn't affect the view too much. This one is occupied, so this one here is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, 1,673 square feet. It's a 2-story home, 2-car attached garage, built in 2007. This one's been on the market for 117 days. So if you guys were to make offers and you had to ask for some kind of incentive, what would you ask for? Would you ask for a price cut? Would you ask for closing costs? But it's a home that's been on the market for a while, so you never know. The homeowners sometimes, want to make a deal happen, sell, and move on. But it's a overall nice property. But the same concept as what we saw with the preserve, where you pull in the driveway and you have all these garages that go to each of the neighbors. So again, here's the house. Alright, well, I hope you got a taste of this neighborhood. Let's go out to, actually, I'm going to stop by the community center here at the College Park and show you guys what that looks like. Alright, I drove here about 2 minutes away from the last property where we're at in College Park. So I wanted to show you guys the big park that they have here, which is Ayala Park. They also have the extension of Chaffey College, which is across the street from here. And what I'll do is I'll turn this camera around and just gonna give you a taste of what that looks like. There you go. So this trail here leads to the Ayala Park. There's a skateboard section here. There's batting cages here. During the weekends, a lot of soccer games happen here. A lot of youth soccer games. It's a huge, huge park. And as you can see here, you see people just walking around everywhere, running. A lot of beautiful trails, beautiful scenery. So here you have Chaffey College over there. I'll see if I can get it a little bit closer for you guys. You have the parking section there. So this street also, it will take you all the way to Central Avenue. Okay, Central will take you up to, you know, the Chino Hills area. Once you swing that left, you can take the 71 freeway. And so here you go. You have the parking section here. Let me zoom in a little bit more for Chaffey College, which is over there. This is the Chino campus. So colleges are all on this side. You have all the parking on that side, and still some farm life here. You'll see some sheep here on across the way from the college. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like. Let me look for the community center here and just show you what it looks like from the outside as well. But overall, you know, College Park, beautiful area, just like the preserve, really big. At the end of this video, I'll share with you guys the price of the property we just saw, and also if you guys are interested in any homes that are within College Park, not just that home. So let me turn the camera off and we'll be taking a look at the rec center. All right, so we made it to the community center here at College Park. It's called the Commons. I won't be able to enter only because it's for community people that live in the community only. And it's also private property, so I won't be able to show you what's inside of it. But we're on the corner of Mountain and Appalachian Street, and again, it's just a couple of minutes from the last house we saw. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this camera around, kind of show you the outside of it. And what I'll do is I'll put down below some of the amenities they offer here from the website. But this is the building here. Sorry, the sun is kind of shining through there. But here, from what I can see, you have like meeting rooms, you have a gym that you can go out there and work out in. This is the one of the entryways, and you can see the rest of College Park here. So again, these homes are all built in the earlier 2000s. I would say probably about 2005, 2007, and 10. But this is the building on this side. And you have a two-way highway here. Here's another entrance and exit from the rec center, and then you have the gym. I can see people that are working out. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what this looked like. All right, so we're here at the last house I'm going to show you guys. Now this home is older than the first two. The first one we saw was built in 2022. The second one was built in 2007. And this last one is pushing 50, so it's 1977 built. I'm gonna show you from the entrance. One of the entrances here is gonna be on the side of Ramona. Let's flip this camera. And from this entrance, you have it's more industrial, so you're gonna have a lot of warehouses. There's a church at the end, but you have Chino Valley Unified School District, the main office. You have Buena Vista High School here across the way. If you keep going down this direction, you're gonna head on to the Chino shops and other shopping centers that they have. They're big stuff, you know, big restaurants, big stores. But this is the neighborhood we're gonna go into right now. It's gonna be a little stroll. I had to park kind of far. But yeah, so these neighborhoods, these were built in the late 70s. So as I mentioned, these were you know, pushing 50 years old of age. But I wanted to show you guys how even with the age of the homes and the neighborhoods are well maintained, well established. Again, you're more centralized to being here. You're closer to Chino Hills, so the people that live in this area will probably be going to the Chino Hills Costco, Chino Hills stores, the shops, of course. You're closer down that way. So here we are on the west side of Central Avenue. And again, these streets here are nice and wide. Over there, no, they're actually a good size, you know. Again, I've seen newer neighborhoods and even older ones where you can barely just park 2 cars. You know, if you have 2 cars in the driveway or in the garage and you want people to come and visit, it's kind of hard because the streets are so crowded. And here, being built in late 70s, you still have wide streets. This one is also part of an HOA, so you do have an HOA, but it's less than $100. But you can kind of see that it's well maintained. I've seen some other neighborhoods in, I think, the Colton area, where people are paying like $300 for HOAs, and the community looks completely run down. But not here. Everything looks nice. You have a lot of neighbors here with a pride of ownership. All these yards are maintained, looking nice. So right now we're getting close to the property. It's gonna be out to my right hand side. That one is occupied, so we're not gonna be able to enter. But what I'll do is I'll be showing you pictures as we view it from the outside. So it's going to be that home right there. Let's zoom into it a little bit. That 2-story property. All right, so real quick, this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,599 square feet. The lot size is 4,500 square feet. It's of course a 2-story home, 2-car garage, 3 days on the market, and this one is built in 1977. And as I mentioned, the HOA is very low. It's $89. But yeah, so this is the last house I'll show you guys. There's 3 homes that I showed you in total. Let me know which one you guys like, which neighborhoods you guys like. Based on the prices I'll give you guys a little later on this video. So we're gonna break down all the prices, and well, so far let me know in the comments below what you guys think. All right, so now let's break down the real numbers, because this is where the full picture comes together. Starting with the first home inside the preserve. This was on 7394 Shorthorn Street, and this one is priced at $780,000. It's the newest home we looked at, built in 2022, with 5 bedrooms and just over 2,100 square feet. This home has 3 HOAs, totaling $295 per month, and an estimated tax rate of 1.60, which comes out to about $12,541 a year, or roughly $1,045 a month. I believe that the HOAs are more expensive because there are more amenities here at the preserve. I mean, there's several clubhouses, swimming pools, parks, so there's more stuff to do, which, there's a higher price tag for it in the HOA. All right, so the next one we saw was at College Park, and this property is at 14551 Longwood in the city of Chino. And this one was built in 2007 and has been sitting on the market significantly longer. It has 2 HOAs totaling $244 per month and an estimated tax rate of 1.643%, which works out to about $910 per month in property taxes. That brings the total monthly HOA and tax cost at about $1,154. You're paying less each month than the preserve, but you're also getting a smaller, older home and paying more for amenities and proximity to places like parks, the community center, and Chaffey College. But before we go on to the third one, I did forget to mention on the first home on Shorthorn that one has a paid off solar. I think that's a big deal because solar right now are running anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000, and having the benefit that having been paid is huge. And then finally, that one has been on the market for 28 days versus the second one we saw right now on Longhorn, and that one's been on the market for 117 days. All right, and finally, let's head out to the third property. This property is located at 4457 Heather Circle in the city of Chino, and this is the cheapest monthly option. It has one HOA at $89 per month and an estimated tax rate of 1.438%, which comes out to about $881 per month in taxes. That puts the total monthly HOA and tax cost at roughly $970 a month. But it's also the oldest home we looked at, built in 1977 with fewer amenities and a more traditional neighborhood feel. And this one's been on the market for a total of 4 days as of February 4th. So a quick question before we continue. Knowing that you have a home right now that's been on the market for 117 days, another one for 28 days, and another one for 3 days, which of those three do you think the seller would be more helpful in working with incentives? Let me know in the comments. So to recap, Heather Circle is the cheapest monthly option. The Preserve is the most expensive monthly option, but when you compare age, size, community planning, and lifestyle, the Preserve gives you the most home and the strongest long-term value for the money, even though it costs more each month. And this is exactly why the list price alone never tells the full story. The right home under $800,000 in Chino depends on how you live and what the trade-offs you're comfortable with. But now you can clearly see what each option actually costs. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Chino or anywhere in the Inland Empire and you want this kind of breakdown for your situation, reach out. I can pull a list of homes in the neighborhoods you saw in this video, a list for all of Chino, or even expand it across the Inland Empire and walk you through the numbers so you can make the smartest decision. No pressure, no guesswork. My contact info is below, and I'm always happy to help.